Alright, I'm going to demonstrate how to make and use loaded cotton balls for tinder, for fire starting. And what I have here is a old medicine bottle, and as you can see, I've got duct tape wrapped around it. Duct tape is a good thing, just to have some duct tape on hand when you need it. But this is relatively easy to open, and what I've fashioned out of an old wire hanger is this little hook here. And it just looks like this, and it's just a little hook with a little handle on it, and this hook is going to help me grab some petroleum laden, Vaseline laden I should say, cotton, so my fingers don't get all icky. This helps me pull some of this out. So I need to fill this some more, so this is going to be a good demo so I can refill this this jar with more of it. But I just want to show you real quick what this looks like and how it works. Okay. So this kind of helps to keep my fingers from getting too moist. Moisture is not your friend. And I kind of want to pick kind of some of the cotton out a little bit, like that. Okay. So I'm wiping my fingers off, and I have a magnesium flint and steel or magnesium fire starter here with the striker. And normally what you do is you take your knife and you shave off the magnesium on here, but that won't really be necessary for this. All I really need to do is take my striker here, and I want to hold it perpendicular, and I want to pull the magnesium towards me sharply. And so that lights up pretty quickly, and you know, Vaseline is flammable, so this is a good tinder to get a fire started. At this time you have time to lay your smaller pieces to build your fire on top of it, let those ignite and start to build bigger pieces, so on and so forth around it until you have a more robust flame. But this is a good resilient survival tool for fire making. And so we're gonna, so I have a big bag, jumbo bag of cotton balls here, and these are 100% cotton, and it's about 90 cents, $1 at the grocery store. And I have just petroleum jelly or Vaseline here. Something to note, lip balm usually contains a bit of Vaseline or act of white petroleum in it, and this is flammable as well. So if you have some chapstick in your kit, then you can use this as well, and we'll give this a try just so you can see. So essentially this can be a messy proposition, really, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a knife, a butter knife or something. Let's grab a fork here, and we'll take my Vaseline and just kind of grab some of it. I can kind of take this and kind of mix this around, and this grease gets really kind of noxious actually. Make sure there's not too much on here. I'm just going to smear this on here. Okay. So what I can do is grab some more cotton balls, and then we can kind of have a little of a smear kind of party here. Make my fingers nice and moist. You know, ashiness on my hands today after this. Just want to kind of keep this nice and mixed up. So that's really all it is. You're just loading your cotton balls with Vaseline and mixing it up a little bit. And you don't need a whole lot, really. You know, it doesn't have to be doused with it. You just want enough that'll be an accelerant, but it'll also burn, and it'll burn nice and hot, and it'll burn for a while. That should be enough to, even in pretty inclement conditions, like it's really moist and damp out, this is when you want to pull this stuff out and use. Especially if you're having trouble using regular conventional methods. Okay, so this should be good enough, and that's really all it is to it. So it gets no more simpler and easier than that. Vaseline is cheap, cotton balls is cheap. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of clean my hands a little bit. And then I can take my container here, and I can take my cotton balls and just stuff them in there. I'm just replacing what I've used already, what I practice with. Like so, just stuff that in there. Not too tightly though, because I need to be able to stick my tool in here. I just slide that in there. I'll tighten this up later when my hands are cleaner so I don't smear it all over. And then I can just take a plastic baggie and keep these. And when I get another jar, I'll fill another jar so I can have as many as I need or want to disperse for another kit or go bag. So that's really all it is to it. So I'm gonna get a plastic bag and store these, and then we'll show you how Chapstick works when you use when you light it. And go ahead and put these in here. And I can even use the bag to kind of smush it around and spread it as well too. That might even be a better idea, right? Keep my hands cleaner. But let's keep this in this baggie for now. Keep it labeled, and I can store this until I'm ready to put it into another container. Okay, just a note on safety. You know, I'm just kind of doing this on this island here. I'm next to the stove. I do have my handy dandy fire extinguisher here. And I've got a nice big glass of water behind me too, so I'm being safe with this. If you choose to practice this, just be safe with it. I wouldn't recommend you do this at home. I wouldn't recommend you do this at the house. This is for demo and educational purposes only, so please be careful. Do so at your own risk. Alright, now what I'm going to do here, what also works is chapstick or lip balm that has petroleum, white petroleum, glycerin, no, this is, yeah, white. Yep, it's white petroleum, 40.7%. And so basically you can take the chapstick here and you can kind of get some of it, to kind of break off some of it, and then kind of work it in just like we did with the Vaseline, but it just smells so much more better. Kind of mix this in there a little bit together, like that. Okay, yeah, it smells really good. It smells like chapstick. So then we got a little pile there. I cover this up. And what I do, what I do here is I'm gonna grab my striker. And I have my fire striker. Again, I want to pull and flick, okay? Keeping the striker perpendicular. And so here we go. And there it is. So for the most part, this is using petroleum jelly and cotton, or loaded cotton, to make tinder or fire accelerant. Pretty easy, pretty neat. That's smoldering for a good long time. We have plenty of time to build a fire around that. Yep, that's it. That's all she wrote. So this works pretty well. Makes a nice usable flame for a long time.